Hello, my little friends. I'm so glad you're joining me for St. Mary's School Storytime. My name is Mrs. Lily, and I'm really happy to be here with you. You know, the weather is getting colder, the leaves are changing colors, and they're starting to fall off the trees. And the season of fall is here. It's a great time of year. You're probably seeing corn stalks and scarecrows and pumpkins. Lots and lots of pumpkins. You can do so many things with pumpkins. You can plant a seed and it will grow. You can pick it, even go on a hay ride if you want to try and pick a pumpkin. And you can make pumpkin bread and pumpkin pie. There's so many things you can do. When it gets close to Halloween, if you cut out a face, your pumpkin becomes a jack-o'-lantern. Mrs. Lily really likes pumpkins. And today we're going to read 2 stories about pumpkins. The first story is called The Little Orange House by Jean Stangl. Now this story, I don't have a picture book to tell you it. I'm going to just read you the story and we're going to act out some things. So if you have a piece of orange paper or any paper will do, you can get that now. Great. Now in this story, it's about a little witch, and she always carries a pair of scissors in her pocket. But we're not going to use scissors today. We're just going to use our hands and tear where we need to cut. Is that a good idea? I think so. All right, let's start. The Little Orange House. Once upon a time, there was a very small witch walking in the woods. The cold wind was blowing and the leaves were all around her. The little witch was searching and searching for a house to live in for the winter. She couldn't find one when suddenly a piece of orange paper, blown by the wind, landed at her feet. The little witch picked up the orange paper. The little witch looked at it closely and she said, "I can make a house from this." She took the orange paper and the first thing she did was fold it in half. Take your paper and fold it in half. Match the corners. Mommy or Daddy can help you if you need some help. Great job. So now your paper looks like this. Then the little witch said, "My house needs a roof." So the first thing she did was make a roof. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tear the corners off of our paper to make a roof. There's one. There's 2. The little witch looked at her house and said, "That's a fine roof. It will do just fine." Now, she said, "But now I need a door." Now the little witch had a pointed hat, and she needed to make a door that also had a little bit of a point for her hat to go through. So she took her scissors, but we're going to take our hand and we're going to tear a door with a kind of a pointed hat for our witch. Just like that. That's a good door. The witch looked at what she had done and said, "This is a fine house. I'm going to go inside." And when she went inside, it was dark. She said, "Oh my, I must now make a window for the front and the back." So the little witch found a perfect little spot on her house and decided to make a window. There we go. Now, it was really a nice little house, and the witch was getting ready to move in when suddenly she heard some crying, and she looked around and she found a ghost. "Little ghost, why are you crying?" "Oh, I'm so cold and the wind is blowing hard. I need to find a place to live. I can't find anything." The little witch said, "I just made a house. Would you like to go in my house and live with me?" "Oh, that would be wonderful," said the little ghost. And the little ghost went up and looked in the window. Now, when she looked in the window, the witch said, "Oh, we need a door for you, little ghost. Let's make one for you, but it must be small. My door is big to fit my hat. We're going to make yours a small door." So the little witch took out her scissors, but we're going to use our hands, and she made a small door for the ghost. The little witch went into her house. The little ghost went through his door into the house. And there they lived happily ever after. Now, everybody really wishes they could look inside their house and see exactly what that house looks like. So if you take your orange paper and you open it nice and wide, you will see you have a jack-o'-lantern. There you go, the little orange house. Now, our next story, boys and girls, is a really fun one. When I told you the last story, we didn't look at a book. We listened and used our imagination. The book that I'm about to read is called Pete the Cat and the 5 Little Pumpkins. Let me get it. Let's put out our pumpkins and we can count as we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now, you were also sent a copy of the 5 Little Pumpkins book. You can, after we're finished, you can color the pictures and then ask a grown-up to cut it in half and put it together for you. That way, you can read it whenever you like to your family and your friends. Here we go. Pete the Cat and the 5 Little Pumpkins. Now, sometimes when I read a book, I like to put on a mask that tells you a little bit about the story. So today I'm going to wear a pumpkin mask. There we go. Pete the Cat and the 5 Little Pumpkins by James Dean. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you see Pete. Five little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But I don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Oh, oh, went the wind, and out went the light. 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Happy Halloween! Thanks for joining us for story time, boys and girls. I hope to see you again real soon. Here's an air hug.
Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our very first virtual story time with Mrs. Lily, our pre-K 3 teacher here at St. Mary's School. That's just a little peek at what St. Mary's School has to offer your children. And our next story time will be on November 19th. Same time, same station, 10:30 in the morning. We will post it live on Facebook and also send you a link. So I hope that you will join us for our November 19th story time. And moms and dads, believe it or not, September is right around the corner. And so we're taking registrations for pre-K 3, pre-K 4, as well as kindergarten through 8th grade. I am here for personal tours. My number and email are right here on the screen. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. And happy Halloween.